All right. Well, today is 9/11, and for longtime viewers of the channel, last year I went out in my garage gym and I built some stairs, and then with 45s, and I accidentally did 7,000 steps. Don't ask, go back, watch the video. I messed up. It is what it is. A little under the weather today, as you can hear. But, want to do a hard thing because obviously we're remembering people who either one, did choose their hard and sacrifice themselves for the greater good and to save others, or two, people who didn't get to choose their hard and were simply just like at work, minding their own business, living a life, and they didn't get to go home to their family and their friends and their sweet dogs, like this one, Boba. Say hi to the people. So, want to do a hard thing despite not feeling well. So, let's do the 9/11 stairs again. Did it last year. We're gonna do 2,200 steps. We got 1, 2, all the way up to 16. This is just the hallway in my home. We're gonna do that over and over again. I've got a ruck on, 30 pounds, so gonna get after it, see how long it takes me, just in silence, just thinking, just remembering. As I say a lot when I do these hero WODs and stuff like this is, it's about choosing your heart and what your why is. And, I do a lot of this, especially when we do stuff like when we do chat or when I do these stairs. Like, my mom has a hard time walking upstairs. She's fighting metastasized breast cancer with bone mets, and she feels a lot of pain going up and down stairs. So something like this is like especially near and dear to me. So I'm gonna get after it and see how long it takes me. I'm just coming right back down for you. Cutie. Listen to my knees, y'all. I hope you can hear it. He doesn't know what the heck's going on. You think he'd be used to his mom being crazy. A little bit of the way through. I'm doing a tally mark every 5, so I know what the hell's going on. I'm just thinking about, I don't want to get political, to be clear, so I won't, but all of the craziness and the turmoil in the world right now, and I talk a lot about controlling the controllables and how important that is, and things feel pretty out of control if you ask me. So, try to focus on the things that matter, the things that I can do personally, day to day, to make the world a better place, which includes, but is not limited to, trying to be the best version of myself, trying to help others, loving my loved ones, making sure they're safe. Yeah, it's all you can do sometimes, right? Sometimes it's the best you got. Let's see what Whoop says. Some Whoop data so far for you guys. Max heart rate, 136. We're almost 5 strain. We're not even a quarter, or no, we're almost like a quarter way. So, yeah. Just do you. Do the best you can with what you have. Your best will always be enough. Just, excuse me, buddy. Don't lie to yourself about what your best is. I think sometimes we do the minimum and tell ourselves that's the best we have, that that's the standard. But I think the barrier to entry should be high. The price of admission should be daily hard work, stacking days, improvement, that kind of Kaizen reality of 1% better every day. I think that should be the bare minimum, and that we should strive for greatness. Talked about that in my old video. Greatness is different to everyone. Greatness can be you being the best of all time at something. It could also just be like you being the best at what you are and who you are in this life that you've created. And you have to decide if that's truly enough or there's more out there. Before I lost all my weight, I convinced myself that I could be happy. He's hilarious looking. I could be happy with what I had, with mundane. And then I woke up one day, decided I didn't want to be average anymore, that I didn't want to be obese and hate myself and be in a loveless marriage or a relationship. Because on the other side, there is more. There is greatness. And now I'm like 198 days out from marrying the love of my life and having all the things I dreamed of and receiving things beyond what I could have dreamt of. And I know that we are just starting, and that's exciting. And that could be you. You don't have to settle. Sorry if I have like snot on my face. I'm sweating. You don't have to settle. You can be more than you ever dreamed of. It was just 142 a second ago. Heart rate's elevated. So just keep pushing. And keep moving the goalpost. It shouldn't be stagnant. It shouldn't be in one spot. Sure, you might reach some great things. I certainly have, in my estimation. But I'm just getting started. I know there's so much more out there. And the limits that we have are only placed on ourselves. No one else can place those limits. There's a Cameron Haynes video. He talks about wanting to break. He'd love to break, to see what that limit is. And that's the kind of stuff that, at the end of the day, when I lay in bed, I dream of. You know? Finding that limit. So yeah, keep striving. Keep pushing. Keep doing the mundane, like walking up and down the stairs in your home with a rucksack on until you hit 2,200 steps. Because daily, consistent work that may be mundane to others can create something truly extraordinary if you're consistent. That's all. It's just hard work. Well, Boba thinks we're playing at this point. Maybe because I keep putting my head down and walking up on my hands like a monster. But he's having fun. Glad one of us is. Sweetheart boy. Officially halfway. May have noticed we had a hat change. I'm pouring sweat. Not a lot of airflow in the hallway, but it's all good. It's just pain, right? So I've got 15 more sets of 5. I'm not counting the down because that feels like cheating. I wrestled with that for a while, whether I wanted to count the downs or not. So I got halfway and decided I didn't. So here we go. We're going down. Just pouring sweat. Thinking a lot. Got Chloe's cousin's wedding coming up this weekend. The boba cam. It's gonna be doing some traveling. Hopefully I feel better. This is a deload week from running as I do 2,200 steps. But excited for next week when I get back into it. I feel like I'm finally kind of hitting my stride, which has been challenging. I'm not a fast runner. So some of these long runs take a long time, which is challenging schedule-wise, but also mentally, like knowing that I'm just going to be grinding for hours on end. I have a low-key test run I'm going to do soon. It's going to be like a every hour on the hour for 12 hours kind of deal. So that'll be fun. Or terrible. I'm sure I'll make a video about it. If you look back, I just keep referencing back to like a year plus ago. I did a mile every hour on the hour. It's kind of the beginning of the whole running arc, I'd say. So this one has a little more purpose behind it. That was just to be funsies, because we were moving. I thought it'd be funny. It's very Bo Miles of me. If you've watched his YouTube, he like runs every hour on the hour for 24 hours and like builds a canoe or some shit. Kayak. He's awesome. I definitely watch his content. So yeah, gonna keep chipping away. 1 down. 14 more sets of 5 to go. Right, Boba? You see the sweat dripping down my face? This is nuts. So I'm counting. I go up and down 1. So I do a tally mark every 5, as I've said. And I'm on my last 5 of 5s. So I gotta do 5 more times. So 25. As you can see, another hat. Sweat through the other one. I'm just sweating bullets. Just about to cross the 10 strain mark on Whoop. Who knew? Just walking up and down the stairs in your apartment, your townhouse, with a ruck on would be such an ass whooping. I guess I could have guessed that. So yeah, step by step. Honestly, this is pretty good ultra training because it's boring as fuck. And when you get ready to run 100 miles, there's gonna be a lot of tedious hours in the race and in the training. So this has been a good mental training for me. But gonna keep cooking, get through these last 5 sets, and then kick my feet up, drink some water, wait for my boo to finish working so we can eat dinner, live a good life, you know? It is, what time is it? 5:54. She's done at 7:30. Trying to finish up in the next 10-15. I don't know. I have no idea how long this is taking, honestly. I know I've been at it for like an hour. So maybe I'll start dinner for her to be a good bae. But just grinding, step by step, just like life. If you've made it this far in the video, I commend you. You're a real one. Last one. Shout out to Bobo for being with me pretty much the whole time. I was driving him crazy. Check off the last one with my sweaty hand if I can. Wow. Well, that was an adventure. Far sweatier than I thought it would be. Knew it would be sweaty, that's why I put a hat on. But I didn't think I would be on my fourth hat when it finished. Whew, all right. So we did it. Let's look at the data. Whoop says my max heart rate was 156, average 121, so just under zone 2. Took about an hour and 30 minutes. That included some breaks for water and to blow my nose and stuff like that. 11 strain. And yeah, let's see. I know that it tracked all that well, the GPS, because we're in a house, but Garmin says I traveled a mile. So, yeah, that was pretty spicy. Can't say I want to do that again. That's the point, right? So, let's get out of this thing. Oh my goodness. A sweaty monster, this thing. Plus, this side was coming undone during it. So I didn't do a good job of getting that through. So I got to fix the padding. But I'm a sweaty disaster. My shorts are soaked through. Yeah, 11 strain on Whoop. So a good little workout on a day I was planning on resting, but you know, look at my heart rate graph. That's pretty sick. You know, sometimes you got to push yourself. Oh, this is funny. This is what the GPS for Whoop says. That's hilarious. Sometimes you got to push yourself because others don't get the chance to. So, thanks for watching, guys. Remember why we do this stuff. Remember why we do hero WODs. This is some crazy hair. I got a haircut today. Yeah, remember why we do difficult things, why we challenge ourselves. And, you know, don't forget all the lives that were lost on 9/11 and all that our country has been through and all it will continue to go through. But just stay the course, stay true to yourself and to your loved ones. You can't go wrong if you do that. So, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Little bonus clip because this is hilarious. Maybe this is gross. It's not flattering. Listen to the bathing suit style sound my shorts make right now. Completely soaked.